Vileda Professional. It's a great pleasure for me to be able to present to you this afternoon. If you're having any connection problems, which we all do from time to time with this format we're all in now, then don't worry, we'll make a recording of this and we will email it out to everybody. So yeah, don't worry too much. If you've got any questions about any of the things I'm going to present to you, then please email me at john.wilson@fhp-ww.com, and you'll be able to see that email address at the end of the presentation. Also, if anybody requires a live demonstration of any of the products or a sample of any of the products, again, please let me know by sending an email or even calling me. So the title of the presentation is Remove Bacteria and Viruses Without Chemicals, which sounds like a very bold claim, but it is true. And today I'm going to cover a few things, but mainly we're going to look at mechanical cleaning, what that means and why old traditional methods are really just not good enough. We will look at the best ways to clean, and we'll look at how to get the results required for the optimum performance. Okay, so I'm going to move straight on to the next slide. Just bear with me. Okay, so we've got some really exciting news from our MicronSolo single-use microfiber cloth. It's been independently tested and proven to remove up to 99.86% of viruses and 99.99% of bacteria from surfaces, and that includes the coronavirus. Very important at the moment. And this is all just using water, which is an absolute major breakthrough. So please think about what cloths you are currently using and what, if any, test data you have for that cloth. Do they offer the mechanical clean, and do they have this independent test data? So just those two pictures that you can see on your screen at the moment are from a recent microfiber implementation at a hospital in Northamptonshire. On the left-hand side there, you can see all the old equipment that's been removed. Some of the usual products there, like the single socket mops, single buckets, old battered old trolleys, and on the right-hand side, the new microfiber implementation with the bespoke trolleys and total lockable trolleys as well. And inside there, all the microfiber mops and cloths with all the accessories to be used. And I think you'll agree that the difference is absolutely amazing and stark. And so what's currently used in many of our hospitals and NHS facilities, healthcare facilities at the moment? And it's the usual suspects. So we start from the top there. We've got the old-fashioned socket mops. We've got the cheap non-woven cloths that tend to just push dirt around. We've got paper, can you believe, that's still used in many facilities. We've got the old-fashioned white socket mops. Again, no test data available. We've got wet wipes, of which I'll come on to more later on in the presentation. But also we've got the single buckets that you can see in the above picture and on the left-hand picture below as well. Single buckets where you wring out dirty from mopping dirty floors, wring out into a single bucket, and there's nowhere for that dirt to go apart from onto the floor that you're about to mop next. So you're basically spreading the dirt around. And do these products mechanically clean a surface? And what do I mean by mechanically clean? So looking at the next slide, if you look at the top right-hand corner, this is a surface which to the naked eye may look like a smooth surface, and that could be a desk, a locker, a cupboard, a door handle, anywhere where there are touch points. All surfaces have hairline cracks, scratches, troughs, valleys, nooks and crannies. This is the picture that's looked at through a microscope, and you can see the deep gouges in there after lots and lots of use. And in these surfaces accumulate skin fat, bacterial and virus harboring biofilm, moisture and salts. And these all build up without effective mechanical cleaning methods. And disinfection without mechanical cleaning the surface would only reach the top layer. The bottom left-hand corner shows the bacteria and the virus harboring biofilm. And this bioburden gathers at the base of the surface. And if regular mechanical cleaning isn't done, it just stays there and it builds and it gets worse and worse. So if we look at what mechanical cleaning actually is, and looking at conventional products and fibers, normally have a diameter, the fibers have a diameter of about 10 microns. And you can see the top half of the animation going across the screen, going across the surface. The fibers cannot, they're too large to be able to gather all that bacteria, all the dirt, all the biofilm. It can't reach those in those underlying cracks and crevices. If you look at the picture below, it shows microfiber cloths, microfiber fibers that are literally about 1 micron, and it can penetrate into deep surfaces. So the biofilms harboring bacteria, viruses, dirt and grease are removed. And it works in a capillary action, which it takes all these bacteria from inside those crevices up into the fibers, and it holds it there. It sucks it away from the surface. And the improved cleaning performance reduces dependency on chemicals. And chemicals do not mechanically clean. They only disinfect. So if you're using a chemical with a cheap non-woven cloth or a cotton mop, for example, you're only painting the surface. It can't get into those nooks and crannies to get out that bacteria and potential virus. And infection prevention is now everybody's business, especially at the moment with COVID-19 being so prevalent. So infection prevention looks at all activities aimed at breaking the infection chain. And it's mandatory in all healthcare sites. But it's mandatory everywhere now, especially with the way things are. And so we're looking at how to improve infection prevention in the cleaning process. So what do we need? We need the correct cleaning protocols and the right methodology. We need to be using the right equipment, and we need to be using products that mechanically clean before disinfection, and products that have got proper independent test data. And also, if you're having all this equipment, you need regular support and training on how to use that equipment effectively. And implementing these actions can help significantly reduce healthcare acquired infections. So what's available? Product selection is specific to meet what your requirements are. On the left-hand side there, you'll see a quality single-use microfiber, which is probably the most effective solution for all areas, and in particular hygiene critical environments like barrier cleaning, ICU, theatre cleaning, etc. Cleaning done by nurses after a patient, in between patient cleaning. And it'll give you up to 99.99% bacteria removal. You dispose of it, of course, after one use, so there's no storing of products required, and you don't need to have a laundry process. No washing machines are required on site. The other option is durable microfiber, and this offers a more hygienic, cost-effective, environmentally friendly approach that traditional methods can't offer. But again, you've got 99.99% bacteria removal. You need a trolley for storage after longevity of use and of hygienic use and of that mechanical clean. So setting your site processes and overall hygiene objective is crucial to the choice between single-use and durable products. So how can we help? Well, what we do is we come into your site, we do a complete site survey, we have a look at what you're currently using, we look for ways that we can improve, and we recommend particular products to help with your cleaning process. So we tailor make the product range to suit your needs. We offer on-site training. The pictures we saw previously when we went down to Northamptonshire during COVID as well, we trained every single member of staff in how to use our microfiber system. But we don't just stop there. Some companies will just implement a system and then just walk away and leave you to it. We don't do that. We will tailor a support package for you. So we'll come on a regular basis, offer ongoing training, supervisor training, etc. So what do you need? The only wanted list to mechanically clean your surfaces. So what we have recently introduced is our new Origo 2 trolley system. It's totally bespoke. It's built and designed. It's designed by yourselves, by the customer, with our help to meet your requirements. And it's efficient, it's hygienic, everything is fully lockable, and that's what healthcare sites need now, that everything needs to be fully lockable. It has connectivity, so you can add parts later should you need them. It's sustainable. We offer a 10-year guarantee with all our trolleys, and as I say, it's totally customized. So a lot of sites want different trolleys for different areas. It's not one trolley to suit all your site. So we know cleaning cupboards can be quite small. So if you want a smaller trolley, we can offer that. But for larger areas where you want to carry more mops because there's more floors and surfaces to clean, then we can offer that as well. So it's totally covered to suit your requirements. So these are just two of the mops, microfiber mops available. We offer many others, and again, but these are two of our most popular ones. We've got the Swept Duo Microcombi mop, which again is full microfiber that offers you a 1,000 wash guarantee. It has the combination of microfiber cut pile material and also the fringes are total microfiber. And with the fringes, it eliminates the need to do a pre-sweep. So you're not only saving time, again, you're also saving money because you don't have to order those products to do a Kex clean or a dry sweep before you mop. And it'll mechanically clean your floor. Keep going back to mechanically cleaning, but it's so important. And you have to mechanically clean before you disinfect. But the double-sided mop as well helps you mop faster, for longer, and far more effectively. And as I say, it's a 1,000 wash mop guarantee. And this means with a daily wash, you'd get 3 years of life for one mop. Can you say that about the current traditional systems that you might already be using? So it's a spend to save, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But it's a spend to save essential products, and it carries the Hodstein and Nordic Swan certification. Below as well, we've got the Swept Duo Safety Plus mop. Most people with most sites that have toilet facilities are usually an Altro floor or a safety floor, and they're notoriously difficult to clean. A cotton mop won't touch it, and the white socket mops tend to lint like crazy. So it gives you two sides. The one side is the scrub side, which will agitate the surface and below that surface to loosen the dirt and bring it to the top of the surface. The mop is then flipped over onto the 100% microfiber side, and it's used to pick up and remove that loose dirt that you've brought to the surface. And again, mechanically cleaning your floor before disinfection. And again, double-sided to help you mop faster, for longer, and with far more effectiveness. And again, a 1,000 wash guarantee, 3 years of life for one mop. And again, spend to save, essential products with a certification required. Going on to two of the single-use products. Again, I've mentioned previously the really exciting data that we now have for our MicronSolo single-use cloths. Made from the finest microfibers for superior mechanical cleaning performance. And just please try one at the side of the cheap cloth that you may use. And the difference is absolutely amazing. with the cheap mops, the cheap non-woven, sorry, the cheap cloths, the cheap non-woven cloths, they tend to aquaplane across the floor. You can't feel it cleaning, but if you use the MicronSolo cloth, you can feel it picking up the dirt and the bacteria that lies below that that non-smooth surface. And again, we have test data, proven test data, independent, to remove 99.98% of bacteria on the surface, but more importantly, below the surface. And this is tested only using water. We also have the Micro One single-use mops. Again, the only choice for hygiene critical environments and requirements. So those areas like theatres, like barrier rooms. But we have some hospitals that use these mops throughout their facility because they're getting that the affirmation that it cleans properly, mechanically cleans. Again, BMA certified to remove 99.99% of bacteria on the surface and below, and also tested using water. And it has an unrivaled microfiber mechanical cleaning performance. And compared to some single-use mops, it gives you a 30% extra floor coverage. And we've made it even better because we've now got a new and improved SWEP Duo double-sided single-use mop. And again, if you want to see any of these products, to try a few out, or you want us to come and demonstrate them, we're more than happy to do so. And again, just to reiterate the exciting news on the MicronSolo cloths, they're tested and proven to remove up to 99.86% of viruses, including coronavirus. So really, really important at the moment. Can your existing cloths do this? And just a quick note on wet wipes, and the simple statement above that wet wipes don't wipe very far. If you can see from the graph on the left-hand side, on the blue line is the Vileda MicronSolo cloth, and the grey line is the universal wet wipe. And it shows the absorbency and the water release. It holds far, far much water and releases for far longer. But the most important thing is that MicronSolo cloth will cover 6.1 meter squares of surface area. The universal wet wipe will only cover 0.7%, so not even 1 meter square per wipe. So the MicronSolo, the Vileda MicronSolo wipe will cover 771% more surface than a universal wet wipe. So 8.7 universal wet wipes are needed to wipe the same surface as a MicronSolo cloth. Please, please bear that in mind when you're worried about the cost. It's false. Okay, move on. As I said before, quality you can completely rely on. All our microfiber mops and cloths are backed up with independent test data regarding bacteria removal. So, and if infection control want to see this evidence, we're more than happy to supply it. So a fiber by any other name, I'm afraid, just isn't the same. But yeah, we can provide all this test data for you should you require it. At Vileda, we've always concentrated heavily on training. As I said before, we're not just one of these companies that come in, sell you the product, sell you the concept, and then walk away. We've been training healthcare facilities since around about 2001 in the use of microfiber. And things change, so we tailor that program to come back and train new staff and train the trainers, train up your supervisors, etc. And we have experience of training over 3,000 staff at a single trust. And we supply more than 100 NHS trusts now throughout the UK. And again, as the website, we've now got all our training videos on there that you can use. More excitingly than that as well, you can see from the QR code on the right-hand side of your screen. Basically, if you scan that, it'll take you to this hub, and all our microfiber products, including trolleys, are going to be provided with these stickers going forward. But even if you've purchased trolleys previously, we can retrofit these. We can come and give you some stickers so that if you have any sort of problem, you can have a look or get some new staff. You can scan on that QR code, and it'll take you to the training hub to be able to use effectively. So most sites where that are looking for microfiber think, okay, but it's going to cost us a fortune. We cannot afford it. Well, I would say that you probably you can afford it. We're the only manufacturer that guarantee 1,000 wash durability. So if you use a 3-mop rotation, this means that the investment in mops will last 8.2 years. And what we mean by that, what we mean by a 3-mop rotation, is that you're mopping with 1 mop, you've got your next mop in the laundry, and then you've got a mop on the shelf as a contingency. So 1 mop is washed every 3 days. Each mop is therefore laundered 121 times each year. So you've literally, it takes 1,000 to 121 equals 8.2 years to launder a mop 1,000 times through a 3-mop rotation. So it's a one-off investment that will last approximately 8.2 years. And this is the picture that we saw at the very start of the presentation. The trust came to us and said, look, John, we're spending £15,000 per month on disposable white socket mops, which was equal to £180,000 per year. What can you do to help us? Well, we could do an awful lot. They've invested in round about £150,000 in our durable pre-prep mop system, which included roughly 80 to 85 trolleys, the new trolleys that they designed with our help. But after that first spend of £150,000, they're saving £180,000 per year for the next 8 to 10 years. And as you can see below from the response we had after training, the customer is always right. They were really pleased with all the training, the tremendous support, but that support will go on, throughout the years to follow. But it was received very, very well, and this was all during lockdown. And here are some pictures from that implementation. You see we've all got our masks on because of the COVID. But yeah, this was us building, making up all the trolleys outside, in the picture in the middle, and it was happily received by all the staff there. These are just some of the end users that are benefiting from our microfiber system, just a small batch. So we're present in a lot of trusts all over the UK. And if any of you want to speak to any of these trusts that have implemented our system, then we can arrange to do that. And that's it. So I want to thank you all for listening. I'll finish with that: out with the old and in with the new. As I say, if you have any questions at all, please contact me on john.wilson@fhp-ww.com. As I say, we'll send out a recording of this to everybody who's been listening, if you've had any connection problems. But many thanks for listening, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.